Good morning. Well, I've tried to record this at least 3 or 4 times, so hopefully this one will stick. Today we are fine-tuning our creative goals for 2020. This has been somewhat of a challenge, but there's also been some great benefits with all the events going on right now. First off, it does help us focus in on finding creative new ways to entertain ourselves. For me specifically, with my goals, especially with using up what I have in the space, it has really helped actually because I can't really have access to the normal resources that I would. And in turn, that encourages me to think even more outside the box. This is what they did in the movie industry not too long ago. A lot of, before CGI, before the computerized stuff, they really had to think, how can I make this look believable? Take your lighting, for instance. Instead of going out and purchasing lighting, all the bells and whistles, you would wait for the perfect time of day. You would wait for the right angle. This did take more time and more planning, but the craftsmanship that came out of that era was unprecedented at the time. And I mean, there's more than one way to use duct tape. We have to remember, in the end, keep it simple, use what you have, be resourceful. The second part of that goal was to use up all my sketchbooks before I could purchase a new fun item like a Cintiq. So I have been faithfully working on that, but there are times where I get stuck and the inspiration is not there at all. And this can be a real struggle for not just a creative, but anybody who's trying to work through a problem. How we find inspiration is as unique as our artwork itself. We have to think of what motivates us to keep creating. Is it a competition? Is it an artwork to give to a friend? Is it going to motivate you? We have to find that thing that pushes us through the funk. When it comes to inspiration to fill my sketchbooks, I have been leaning on the art prompts such as Inktober, phone apps that generate prompts, and even a friend's post. My friend Mai has her own YouTube channel, and she has fun, creative ways of coming up with illustration ideas. I'll try to post her link below. With my sketchbooks, I have goals that are small and achievable to take pressure off of having to make it like perfect. Because I have a tendency to try to do that when I have to look at my sketchbooks as idea producers. It's kind of like a brain dump for sketches where they're not going to be finished and rendered, but they'll definitely have enough content for my mind to come back to it and go, oh, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Or inspire me to do something else with it, but at least the idea is down on paper and kind of flushing out anything that might be stuck in there. Or I should say, help flush out the funk. If I'm still struggling, I'll oftentimes try a new medium, a new style. I'll even research a new subject matter that I'm unfamiliar with. But finding the motivation can be more difficult to grasp when inspiration becomes elusive Motivation is deeply rooted in why we do anything. At times, if our why we create is too shallow, we may have a hard time focusing and continuing. But really, only individuals can determine what that why is in their own life. Our second goal was based on getting involved. So we did finally pick our art gallery that we wanted to show at. And now we're in the process of getting all the who, what, when, where, and whys. Oh, and what time. Which can be tricky, but we have enough time to complete that. So we want to make sure that we have the who's putting on the show, which we did choose. What are the art requirements? In other words, what type of artwork, what medium, what size, all those details. Where is the gallery? Is the gallery close enough? Do we have to ship the artwork? Will we be able to attend the opening night if we can attend an opening night? And the last but definitely key to some of that is, what are the deadlines? Do we have enough time to finish our artwork professionally and be confident in what we're presenting to the world? Does it say what we want it to say? Also, some of the small things like personal bios, artwork statements, those little details we'll be working on between now and the next time we have our meetup. But either way, we have our work cut out for us. So if you'd like, stay tuned. At the end of this video, there'll be a short audio clip of a guest speaker. They'll be speaking on inspiration and how to find inspiration when you're stuck.
Good morning. Inspiration. Process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. So how do we get there? I believe the most important thing is check your mood. Sometimes people get angry. Sometimes things happen in life, traffic, who knows? But if you can get your mind focused on what you're doing in your creative space, check all the attitudes, check everything else out. Things may come up while you're doing things involved in your art. Write down those thoughts and refocus on the task. All right? I believe that'll help. Have a good day.